start. Being leadoff is something I haven't done before. Welcome. Thank you all for coming by for this. It's about a year ago that Hal told me he was going to retire at the end of this year. My anxiety level went right up after that. He's made my job very easy with all the things that he's accomplished. And Hal, I again thank you for that. I will never miss an opportunity to thank you for all that you and Ben have accomplished and done for the college. So we started a search, and many of you helped us with that search. You helped us define what we wanted in a president, what we needed in a president. Some of you helped us by interviewing the candidates and gave us feedback about their qualities. We did a national search, and it ended up that our president was just a few blocks west of campus all the time. We should get a refund from the search consultant. Our board voted unanimously on Friday to select our new president. You've seen the press releases. My anxiety is gone. I am very confident that we have selected the president for North Central's future, and I've asked Dr. Holly Humphrey to introduce him to you. Holly is the Dean of Medical Education at the University of Chicago. She's a trustee. She was on the search committee. She's the chair of our Academic Affairs Committee. But probably most importantly for this task, she's an alumnus of North Central College. She can quite eloquently tell you what the college meant for her and did for her. She knows what it can do for you and for others, and that's why it's important to have her involved in this process. So, Holly?
Thank you. Let me begin by recognizing the incredible leadership of our search committee. I have been on a number of search committees over the course of my lifetime, and I can tell all of you that without a doubt, this search committee had a chair with a vision and an energy and a leadership unlike anything I have personally experienced. And I'd like to ask all of you to join me in thanking Mike Nassett, the chair of our committee. Ralph Waldo Emerson made the statement that it is not in his goals that men become great, but in their transitions. And so I think it is obvious to all of us that we stand at the crossroads of an historic event in the life of North Central College. And this particular event is more exciting and filled with more promise than the usual kinds of historic events that we gather to celebrate. And it is with great pride and much pleasure and excitement that I have the honor of introducing you to North Central's next president. Dr. Troy Hammond began his education post-high school at Milligan College, a private liberal arts college in Tennessee. He earned his Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics in 1989, and then went on to Georgia Tech, where he earned his Bachelor of Science degree in physics. And it was during that time that he earned a National Science Foundation Fellowship, a very competitive and highly prestigious fellowship, to begin his PhD studies at MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. He earned his PhD in experimental atomic physics in 1996, having worked in the laboratories of Dr. David Pritchard and Wolfgang Ketterle, the latter a Nobel laureate. While at MIT, Dr. Hammond also, with his then new wife, Charlene, worked as dormitory resident heads. And so while he was simultaneously doing experiments and writing papers, he was overseeing the day-to-day life of MIT undergraduates who themselves were earning their degrees. Following the awarding of his PhD, he went to work for McKinsey & Company, where he had the opportunity to tackle and solve the most challenging problems facing our global community in business, science, and technology. In 2004, he joined Plextronics, Inc., a small technology company based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Troy was vice president and built the company into a global leader in printed electronics. In 2010, he became the president of energy services business at Blue Star Energy, a private firm headquartered in Chicago, and it was at that point that Dr. Hammond moved his family to Naperville. His expertise in renewable energy technologies and sustainability provided commercial, industrial, and international customers with energy efficiency services. Dr. Hammond's academic accomplishments are substantial. His many publications are printed in journals ranging from Applied Physics to the Journal of Modern Optics to the Journal of Vacuum Science and Technology. He has delivered presentations in his areas of expertise not only across the United States but around the world, including in Singapore, Germany, Korea. He has given testimony to the Committee on Energy and Commerce of the United States House of Representatives. And Dr. Hammond holds 47 worldwide patents and patent applications, including 11 unique inventions. And so it is with that kind of academic background and business experience that one might say, how is it that North Central College could find itself so fortunate to have the opportunity to be led into the 21st century and beyond by the leadership of Dr. Troy Hammond? I'm not sure that any of us will ever come to fully understand or appreciate how the moments in time that have come together to bring Troy Hammond and North Central College to begin to work together going forward in a collaborative, exciting, and new venture. But whatever those reasons, I, for one, am enormously grateful. I'm enormously grateful to the search committee who spent hours poring over the resumes and letters of candidates from all across the country, a search committee that was composed of our alumni, our faculty, staff, trustees, Naperville representatives, and together it was without a doubt that there was a sense of inspiration that Dr. Hammond delivered on his first interview and on the subsequent interviews, both in the initial screening and vetting and here on our campus. If one reads the great challenges facing higher education today, one cannot help but pause and recognize that life will be different going forward. Higher education faces some of the strongest headwinds that any entity in the 21st century will see or experience. Much has been written about that, and in fact, this summer in the publication Inside Higher Education, the authors Richard Skinner and Emily Miller concluded a multi-part series on the challenges, in fact, the storms facing higher education by saying the following: "We believe that the hardy souls who step forward to be leaders of our nation's colleges and universities will have great challenges. They will aspire to the academic presidency to do the right thing. But it is incumbent upon the community and the leadership the governing boards, when they are deciding who becomes the next college and university presidents, to do well to read again from the ancients, in this case, Ovid, who argued in Metamorphoses the following: "In all creation, nothing endures. All is in endless flux. Nothing retains its form, new shapes from old. Nature, the great inventor, ceaselessly contrives. In all creation, be assured, there is no death, but only change and innovation." And so I am enormously proud. I am very excited, and I couldn't be more thrilled to stand at this crossroads in the history of this college at this particular time and present to you our 10th president, Dr. Troy Hammond.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Need to make sure I don't get my 37 pages of notes out of order here. Thank you so much. I'm deeply honored and humbled to be standing here today. I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to Steve Haft, Mike Nassett, Holly Humphrey, to the Board of Trustees, President Hal Wilde and his cabinet, the faculty, students, staff, alumni and friends, and the Naperville community. Those that are present today and those that are viewing online, thank you for sharing in this very important event in the life of North Central College. I would also like to thank my family. Most importantly, my biggest supporter in every regard, my wife, Charlene. It was 20 years ago that we were married. At the time, and you heard this mentioned, MIT had graduate students living as RAs in the undergrad dorms, and I was one. She married me anyway. She joined me, and our first 4 years were spent there overseeing 40 co-ed students. Our living quarters were basically 2 dorm rooms with the wall removed, but it was a blast for both of us. An environment filled with energy, hopes, and dreams, and very little sleep. Well, now we're moving right back into the middle of a college campus. And we couldn't be more excited, both of us. We've also heard that the accommodations are better this time around. I'm also very thankful to have my 4 children with me here today. Adonai, Dylan, Karina, and Gabrielle. If anyone in Naperville's District 203 is watching online, you have 4 kids playing hooky today. Here they are. Please, if you could be so kind, will you excuse their absence? Finally, to my family, friends, and colleagues watching online, you know who you are. Thank you. Thank you all for the role you played in my life that contributed to me being here today. I look forward to your continuing support. North Central College is an amazing institution, recognized nationally as a truly distinctive college of liberal arts and sciences. It is driven forward by a passionate and talented faculty who teach some of the brightest minds from the region and globally. This educational endeavor is supported by an equally passionate and dedicated cabinet and staff, board of trustees, alumni and friends, and indeed the whole Naperville community. One area of distinctiveness for North Central College is the tremendous stability of leadership over its 151-year history. In the current era, when the years of leadership tenure in higher education can often be counted on one hand, President Wilde has led North Central for nearly 22 years of progress and growth, built a cabinet with over 100 years of combined experience in higher education leadership. During his tenure, enrollment has grown by more than 50%. The full-time residential nature of the college was rejuvenated. Budgets have been balanced. Remarkable new facilities have been constructed and paid for. And the relationship with the community of Naperville has been strengthened. Thank you, Dr. Wilde, for your tireless effort and passion that has made the North Central presidency such an enviable position. What an honor to be chosen as the next leader of North Central College. North Central has a rich and proud history, but North Central is not standing still. It is moving forward aggressively. Look at this fabulous new Wentz concert hall we're all in today. An application of the best acoustic technology the 21st century has to offer to create the premier concert hall in the entire region. What a great symbol as we all look to the future of the evolution and progress of these disciplines and others, and the impact one discipline can have on another. The world of higher education is indeed evolving, as is the culture and marketplace in which our graduates launch or continue their careers. I saw this firsthand in the quantitative methods for business course, which I developed and taught, but had to continually adjust and adapt to the changing backgrounds and needs of the students. I look forward to working with the entire North Central College community as we adapt and evolve to ensure this college is positioned well for the future, for its next 150 years. And I hope to see as many of those as possible. Indeed, the college recently celebrated its sesquicentennial and branded the first 150 years as a promising start. A promising start. An optimistic yet humble assessment of the remarkable leadership and accomplishments of so many men and women over the course of a century and a half. But one is compelled to ask, a promising start to what? There are, I'm sure, many answers to that question that you all have considered. Let me suggest a promising start to a brilliant future. Let me expand for a few moments on what I mean by brilliant future. By connecting it to the mission of this great college. A mission statement should influence each member of this institution in our every motivation, decision, and action on its behalf. As I came to know North Central, initially from the outside in, I increasingly internalized, analyzed, and came to love your mission statement, our mission statement. Let me repeat it for you now. You can join if you like. Don't worry, this is not a quiz. North Central College is a community of learners dedicated to preparing students to be informed, involved, principled, and productive citizens and leaders over their lifetime. There are 4 key words at the heart of that mission statement. First, informed. Under the tutelage of a distinguished and brilliant faculty dedicated to teaching, North Central students receive an outstanding education that is interdisciplinary, integrated, and personal. The increasing brilliance of our faculty is evident in the regional and national recognition they are achieving, and by their scholarship, which is leaving its mark on the academic world. The increasing brilliance of our student body is evident in the Soros, Goldwater, Fulbright, National Science Foundation, and other national scholarship awards they are achieving in increasing numbers. Indeed, our graduates, whether they are beginning or continuing their careers, do so as informed, brilliant individuals. Second, involved. I had a chance to meet a number of students and faculty through the search process and was amazed at the activities of scholarship and service in which they lead or participate, both in the community and in the world. North Central students, faculty, staff, and graduates have traveled the globe, participating in service trips and scholarship pursuits from Naperville and Aurora to the Dominican Republic and Kenya. In every instance, through their involvement, they leave the world a more brilliant place. Third, principled. What an important inclusion in the college's mission statement. It was the words of the college's first president who established a tradition of long-serving, successful presidents at this great institution that the college would be a great moral lighthouse to the region. Amidst cultural trends that devalue morals, North Central has upgraded the brilliance of that moral lighthouse through its commitment to leadership, ethics, and values, and the philosophy that underpins them in the classroom and in the very ethos and culture of the campus. The lighthouse remains brilliant. Finally, fourth, productive. I bring a unique perspective to North Central College with my combination of academic and professional backgrounds. I have a passion for liberal arts education because I know what it means for students and I know what it meant for me. North Central prepares students to be broad thinkers, to think laterally and creatively, to contribute productively with their peers, and with the ability to adapt, grow, and learn over a lifetime. Students with these characteristics, developed by the college's faculty, are the brilliant up-and-comers that are highly valued in the marketplace. North Central College has been a brilliant moral lighthouse for over 150 years. As we look to the future, North Central's mission remains the same. This time, to paraphrase, it is to prepare brilliant students, viewed as brilliant citizens and leaders, who over their lifetime will impact the world around them to make it a more brilliant place. We can't do it standing still. It will take hard work and sacrifice at times. But I pray you will join me on this remarkable and worthwhile journey. I look forward to meeting you during this afternoon's reception and at the receptions with the faculty, staff, and students tomorrow, and once I get started in January. During my first year, I'll be doing a lot of listening. I'll be spending a lot of time becoming more acquainted with the North Central College and the North Central College community, attending campus events, traveling to meet the college's alumni. Together, let's build on the promising start. Let's move forward to a brilliant future. Thank you.
Dr. Hammond, Troy, Charlene, kiddos, trustees. Throughout the past 8 months since I announced my retirement plans, when asked, I have said that what I hoped for in a successor was someone with the energy I had back in 1990, but with a skill set for 21st century challenges that I lack. Rick said he got a text message from a president today, or president-elect, whatever. He's never gotten a text message from me because I don't know how to do it. But not just somebody with a skill set for the 21st century, someone who would get the special character of North Central College and love it like a spouse or a partner for the long haul. Someone who would find great joy in student life, faculty, staff, and trustee interactions and collaborations, and his or her day-to-day responsibility. Someone who'd take prudent risks, learn from mistakes, respect the college's history, but not be chained to the decisions of the past 22 years. Above all, someone capable of taking the college to the next level while embracing all the strengths that are already here. Troy's that person. I'm confident. I just met him for the first time 2 weeks ago at dinner, Charlene, and I was blown away. He has the right temperament, the right intellect, the right character, the right energy, the right passion, the right experience, and the right vision to work with faculty and staff, trustees, alumni, and the community to turn this 151-year-old college's promising start, as he said, into an even more promising future. Brilliant, I like that. It's nice word. He gets what makes this college so special. He's just what the doctor ordered to assure the future of the school we love. We've just gone through a wonderful homecoming celebration, and I had a number of alums come up to me and say, you know, what advice are you going to pass on to your successor? And some of them said, I trust you've written down hundreds of pages of advice, you know, based on, you know, the way you try to manipulate everything, and, you know, and I said, no. I said, I've met my successor, and I have only one piece of advice for him, and that is be yourself. You'll do well. You'll do damn well. I am myself. I can't stop being myself. Now, I'm not going to give you a hat. You gotta come on over. But I am going to give you a jacket. And it's carefully politically correct because it doesn't list any team or any academic department, but it's appropriate. And I'm also going to give you, you know, in the United Methodist Church tradition, everyone wears these name tags and things and so on and so forth. And I'm going to give you this Dr. Troy D. Hammond President name tag, but you better not wear it for the next 2 months.
I think Sue Caranda has a gift. Sue?
Charlene, thank you for choosing me.
As I was watching Dr. Hammond's kids, I was thinking, sitting on this stage, listening to these speeches, it's probably the only thing that could happen to make them wish they were in school today. More than 20 years ago, the Board of Trustees had to find a new president, and they were fortunate Dr. Hal Wilde submitted an application. Recently, we've gone through the same thing. We were equally fortunate that Dr. Troy Hammond submitted his application. My hope for the school is that 20 years from now, some of you will probably be trustees then, that when you look for the president to succeed Dr. Hammond, you're fortunate to have someone with the skills and the energy and the caring that Dr. Wilde and Dr. Hammond demonstrate. Then we'll still be in good shape. Thank you for coming.